Well, hi everyone. In today's video, I find this adorable Ariel, the Little Mermaid jewelry box. I also find bunches of other stuff. Plus, I pick up an item that I bought for $6 that I end up selling in one night for $100. So if you want to know what that is, you're going to have to stick around for the rest of this adventure. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, guys. Now, I'm running a little late this morning, so what I'm going to do is get right to the trivia question, and then we'll chat a little later. Okay, so here's the question. At the beginning of this video, I showed you Ariel, the Little Mermaid jewelry box. Well, I said, that would make a nice trivia question. So here it is. In what year did Disney release the Little Mermaid movie? And in the movie, who did Ariel fall in love with? He was a prince. Okay, I'll give you those answers later on in the video, plus a few fun facts about the movie. But for now, we gotta get thrifting. Well, here we are at the first store of the day. And this is the first row of the day. And see that bowl? That's the first item I found for today. It was a Fitz and Floyd herb garden bowl. They were asking $3 for it. There were no chips or cracks. I figured I could get $20 for it. Next, I came over to the toy aisle. I've been having some pretty good luck with toys, so I definitely wanted to give this aisle a thorough look through. I saw this Froud fairy figure. They were asking $3 for it. I'm not very familiar with these, but when I looked them up, they were going for $30, so I took it home. Well, I didn't know where to go next, so I flipped a coin, and this aisle won. Well, so much for coin flipping, because I found absolutely nothing on this row, so I moved to the next aisle. I wasn't faring much better on this aisle, but then I saw that wood trinket box, and that kind of caught my eye. When I lifted up the top, the girls started to dance, music started to play. I said, boy, this is really cool. When I turned it upside down, it was only $5, and it was made in Switzerland, and these go for like $60. As I was walking down this aisle, I got curious about what was in that white box. Well, as it turned out, it was a pack of Florida Gators football wall decals. They were only asking $2 for it, and there were 23 in a pack, so I figured that had to be worth it. I went back to get the second pack. It was open, but all the decals were there, so I took this too. Well, that's all for this store, so let's get heading to the next. I'll meet you guys out in the car. Well, we're going to head to the next store, but I want to tell you guys something. Do you know that I've been hearing that there are strange things happening back there? Now, for people who watch my videos before, you know that non-subscribers sit back there. The subscribers sit up front, and there's nothing strange happening up here. I don't know exactly what, but I'm hearing rumors of really scary things. So if you're a non-subscriber, maybe you should click that subscribe button and come up here and sit with us. You'll be a lot safer. Okay, let's get heading to the next store. On this first aisle at this Goodwill, they seem to have a lot of nice stuff. Mostly stuff made of wood. Well, speaking of wood, I saw this wooden horse with wheels. It looked really cool. They were asking $6 for it. I thought that was a little high, but I looked them up and they go for $30, so I'm going to take a chance with this. I had gone up and down a few more rows, but I wasn't finding anything. And then I found myself on this row where I saw this horse figure. It was really well made, but I couldn't figure out much about it because what was written on it was either in Japanese or Chinese, and I don't read either one of them. But for $6, I figured there was money to be made. On their cup and mug aisle, and their cup and mug aisle, and their more cup and mug aisle, I saw this Nescafe Cup. They were only asking $1 for it, and I looked them up and they go for $12, and since it was light enough that I could ship it and still make a profit, I put it in my cart. As you guys know, I don't like selling cups and mugs. And the reason is they're usually too heavy, which means they're expensive to ship, and you can't get that much money for them, so there's not enough profit to be made. But every once in a while, if I find one that's not heavy, like this one, it was under a pound, and that's cheap enough, $1, I will take a chance with them. Well, this time, taking a chance worked. I got $10.90 for it, plus $4.95 shipping. So I made a nice profit, and I'm happy with it, but I'm still cautious about buying cups and mugs. Okay, now back to the video. I came over to this aisle, not to see those lamps, but I wanted to see these 3 boxes. Well, it turned out they were gift card mazes. They were asking $1 a piece for them. And what these are is that you buy someone a gift card, you stick it in this maze, and they have to figure out how to open it before they get their card. It's pretty cool, and they go for about $10 a piece. Okay, it's time to head to the last Goodwill of the day. We did pretty well at this store. Not fabulous, but I'm happy. Okay, I'll meet you out in the car. Okay guys, it's time to head to the next store, but I have 2 things I want to remind you of. The first is that if you see anything in this video or from previous videos that you're interested in buying, just click the link below in the description and you'll be taken to my eBay store and have a look around. You never know, you might find something you like. The second thing I want to tell you is I added a bonus video at the end of this video, so I don't want you to miss that. Okay, let's get heading to the next store. I'll see you there. As usual, when I get to this store, I start on their toy aisle because it's closest to the door. I saw this shelf with all these superheroes, but I didn't want that. I wanted that mini helmet because I have good luck selling them. This said New Orleans Bowl on it. They were only asking $2 for it. I figured I could get 20. When I got to this aisle, it wasn't too long before I saw those 2 bicycle seats. The first one said Concours on it. They were asking $6 for it. Turned out it was made in Italy, and they go for around $40, so I put that in the cart. Then I went back to get the next seat. It had Riva written on it. This they only wanted $5 for. It wasn't in as good a shape as the other one, but they go for about $30, so I took this too. Even I was shocked with this purchase. I got those 2 bicycle seats home, and I listed the Riva on eBay for $39.95 on bid, and I listed the Concours for $49.95 on bid. Well, within an hour, I got an offer on the Concours for $75. I was this close to taking it, but I said, you know what? Let me give it till the next day, and we'll see what happens. Well, I woke up this morning, and there was a $100 offer on the Concours. I couldn't pass it up. Remember, those offers were only good for 24 hours. So I took the offer. I made a lot of money, and I'm really happy. Okay, now back to the video. Well, here's some more toys to look through. I found this Ariel jewelry box. They were only asking $3 for her. She lights up, she sings, and she dances. I figured I had to get $20 for this. So I definitely brought this home with me. I walked on over to their lamp and electronics aisle. And the first thing I noticed was this Garmin GPS machine. They were asking $6 for it. I opened up the box. It was in there. It looked in good shape. And they go for $30. So I wanted this. I used that GPS machine to find my way to this aisle. See, it works. It is worth $30. I found these glass stirrers. There was about 20 of them. They were only asking $3 for them. I figure I could get 15 or 20, so I added them to my pile. Well, that's about it for today, guys. Except that we got to go to the car. I have to give you an answer to a trivia question. And then don't forget, there's a bonus section coming up. Okay, I'll meet you out in the car in a few minutes. Well, guys, it's that sad time of the day when I have to say goodbye. But there's a bonus section coming up, so we will be spending a little bit more time together. Okay, here's the answer to today's trivia question. In 1989, Disney released a Little Mermaid movie. Now, during that movie, Ariel saves and falls in love with Prince Eric. Well, it was a fun movie, and I remember bringing my niece. She loved it. Okay, well, that's it for today, guys. So stay safe out there. Oh, and don't forget, there's a bonus section coming up. This is the bonus portion of my videos. This is where I show you excerpts from older videos where I bought stuff. Then I break in and I update you guys on what they sold for. It's usually pretty informative. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Next up on the amazing journey was this owl. Well, the first thing I saw was this picture frame. It looked cute from far away, but when I got up close, it was really cheap. So even for $2, I had to leave it right where I found it. But right next to it, I saw this Zip and Hit. It's a baseball batting trainer for kids. They were only asking $4 for it, and they go for 15 online. So I put this in the cart. That Zip and Hit baseball batting trainer took about a month to sell, and it ended up selling for just about what I thought. I got $14.95 for it, plus $9.95 shipping. So, all in all, it was an okay purchase. Not the greatest, but I'm still happy. Okay, now on to the next item. The next thing I found was this belt. I thought it was just a belt with fake bullets on it. But no, it turned out it's a guitar strap, to hold up your guitar. Well, I don't have a guitar to show you, but I have a neck, so I'll show you as much as I can. And I paid $2 for this also, and this goes for 40 or 50. So it's worth much more as a guitar strap than it is a belt. Well, that guitar strap ended up to be a little bit of a surprise, because when I bought it at the garage sale, I really thought it was just a belt. A cool looking belt, but just a belt. When I got it to the car, I realized it was a guitar strap, and I knew right away that it was going to be worth much more money than it would be as just a regular belt. Well, I put it on eBay, and it ended up selling for $34.95 plus $9.95 shipping. So I was really happy. Okay, now on to the next item. This store must have got a shipment of a lot of new stuff in, because I was seeing a lot of unfamiliar things. And then I saw these two clocks. I really wanted these. I rushed over. This one was made in Switzerland. They only wanted $5 for it. It had a lot of age to it, so that went in the cart. The next one was made in France. This was also only $5. This was like money in the bank. These both went in the cart. I've sold those old vintage clocks before, so when I saw them, even from far away, I knew I was going to make money on them. Well, they ended up, like it says in the video, it was only $5 a piece, so I couldn't get them in the cart fast enough. Well, the horsehead one sold for $31.95 plus $9.95 shipping. So a little bit less than I thought, but it wasn't working. Nothing worked on it. Oh well, old clocks. People fix them up and they resell them for a lot. I just don't know how to fix up clocks. Okay, now on to the next item. I walked back in this store because I wanted to use the restroom, which is not an uncommon occurrence with me, when I saw these four masks. But as I got closer, I realized they weren't masks. These were wall lights. They were really cool. They were only $3 a piece, which I thought was a great price. I looked them up on eBay, and they were going for 30 and up. So I definitely wanted to grab all four of them. I put Hulk in the cart. I went back for Batman, which I thought was the coolest looking one. And then I realized there was a green fist that obviously went with the Hulk, so I went back to grab that. So I had what I thought was a pretty good buy, and now I went to the car. All of those superhero wall lights ended up selling, and they sold for $24.95, except for the Spider-Man one. For some reason, it wouldn't sell. So I kept lowering the price, and then finally I got an offer on it for $16.95 plus $10.95 shipping. So I took the offer. I had made so much money off the rest of them, so no problem for me. Okay, now on to the next item. Next, I came over to their mostly empty toy aisle. I figured this was going to be a complete waste. But then I saw this Lego toy. It was a Lego Ninjago starter set. They were asking $2.99 for it, but they go for close to $30 online. So I took this. That toy aisle was pretty empty. I almost didn't go down it, but I'm glad I did, because when I got that Ninjago starter set home, I put it on eBay and it ended up selling for $30.95 plus $5.95 shipping. Nice profit, huh? Okay, well that's it for today, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Please share this video with a friend. Most of all, stay safe out there, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.